على سيد الأنبياء والمرسلين الحبيب المصطفى الأمين أبي القاسم محمد.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد
وعلى آل بيت الطيبين الطاهرين، لا سيما بقية الله الأعظم، روحي وأرواح العالمين لتراب مقدمه الفداء. قال الله العظيم في محكم كتابه الكريم: أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم، بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. شهر رمضان الذي أنزل فيه القرآن هدى للناس وبينات من الهدى والفرقان. آمنا بالله. صدق الله العلي العظيم.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.
We are at the doorstep of the holiest month of the year, and that is the month of Ramadan. And as a reminder to myself and all the mu'mineen, there are just few days left from the month of Sha'ban, and Imam Rida alayhi salam says, whoever fasts 3 days of the month of Sha'ban and connected to the month of Ramadan, it is like he fasted for 2 whole months. And even 1 day, if you cannot do the 3 days, we have a narration in regards of whoever fasts 1 day for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, truly Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will take him to heaven. And paying sadaqah on your behalf of your family, behalf of Sahib al-Asr wa-Zaman, behalf of all mu'mineen and mu'minat, for the, inshallah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to bless and prolong your life and the life of your loved ones. There was 3 days to month of Ramadan when Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam went on the pulpits and gave his sermon in regard of the month of Ramadan, that came upon you a month filled with blessing, the hours, the best of hours, the days are the best of days, it's night, the best of night, and there's one night at this month that is better than 1,000 months. What should we do in regard of preparing ourselves for the month of Ramadan? Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam in this sermon says, but before beginning with this, we need to know the value of something to really appreciate it, right? If you give, for example, Kuhanur, right, to that precious diamond, inshallah, one day you can get it back. Or Daryara Yunur, for that matter as well. And present that and give it to a toddler. Gonna lick it, see, does it taste, how does it taste? Gonna play with it, maybe in the dirt. Then gonna throw it and go play with his toys. Or maybe cry for something else, something more colorful. Because it doesn't appreciate the true value of that jewel. And the same goes for us as well. That we don't appreciate our time in the month of Ramadan, the days, the month that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gifted us with. And it's like you're in a palace of a king, right? And all you care about is to play with your mobile phone. And you imagine that, right? أنتم في ضيافة الله. You are guest upon Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in this month. And all you do is what? Care about what you're going to eat, what you're going to watch, right? Imam Zain al-Abidin wa Sayyid al-Sajidin, Ali ibn al-Husayn alayhi salam says in his dua,
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
اللهم صل على محمد وآله وألهمنا معرفة فضله وإجلال حرمته والتحفظ مما حضرت. O Allah, first send the peace and blessing upon Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam and inspire us to know his virtues of month of Ramadan and to honor the sanctity of month of Ramadan, and to protect ourselves from what He has forbidden us. So, with this, before we enter the month of Ramadan, as I mentioned a few minutes ago, that النية أساس العمل, as Amir al-Mu'minin Salamullah alayhi says. The foundation for what you do is your intention. And Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam says in his khutbah, فَاسْأَلُوا رَبَّكُمْ بِنِيَّاتٍ صَادِقَةٍ وَقُلُوبًا طَاهِرَةٍ. So ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala first. Right? With what? With truthful intentions and pure hearts. لِيُوَفِّقَكُمْ لِصِيَامِهِ وَقِيَامِهِ, to make you, give you the opportunity to do as fasting as you should and do your worship during the night as you're supposed to. With this, how can we do what Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said? How to purify our hearts? How to our intention be truthful? First of all, in regards of intention, we need to cleanse our intention from the people, the community. So I'm doing this, and I will be asked for what I did, right, in my grave and no one else. My community not gonna come and vouch for me. My parents not gonna come and vouch for me. It's in my grave now. I need to be held accountable for what I did. So my intention, what was your intention? We have in a hadith, نِيَّةُ الْمُؤْمِنْ خَيْرٌ مِنْ عَمَلِهِ, that the intention of the mu'min, believer, is better than what he does. Why? The intention will lead to what he does, but the intention itself is required. Sometimes you see some people, like, as we spoke in regard of ghusl, he want to do ghusl irtimasi, have the intention and take a dive into the pool or whatever to submerge his body. Someone else does the same thing, but this person did ghusl and that person didn't do ghusl. Why? One was the intention for sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and seek nearness for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and the other no, is just to have fun. As for example, if someone fasts with the intention of, I need to cut down on my carbs, I need to lose weight, I need to cleanse my liver, right? And that's a good opportunity now to do so. His intention is not pure. His intention is not just for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He's not truthful. So we need to think about that and what Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said prior to month of Ramadan. He said it for a reason. The other thing is to purify our hearts. How to do it? It's something that we struggle to do. First of all, out of all hatred, animosity, towards your brother Muslims, towards your family members. If you have a problem with someone, we have that in a hadith that prior to Laylatul Qadr, right? You seek forgiveness from everyone. So in Laylatul Qadr, you go clean. Your heart and your soul is just focused on prayers and seeking nearness to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Do we all know? We don't know what's going to happen a minute from now. Yet alone, first of all, we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for us to reach month of Ramadan, for us to reach Laylatul Qadr, for us to reach Eid. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala this. And we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is to cleanse our hearts, but we need to do so as well, like from hatred. And we have a hadith that with salawat ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad, the heart is cleansed as well. Amir al-Mu'minin salamullah alayhi says in a hadith, "At-tawbah tutahhiru al-qulub wa taghsulu al-dhunub." That seeking forgiveness from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will cleanse your heart from hatred, and will cleanse your heart purify your heart from diseases. And another hadith that says that طهروا قلوبكم من الحقد فإنه داء موبئ. Sometimes a person, maybe he didn't do salam to you, right? He wasn't polite to you for any reason. If he's a mu'min, if he says the shahadatain, and especially the third shahada, right? If he does what a Muslim does, for the sake of Allah, forgive him. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgives you. I said to someone the other day, he had this problem with like a few people, like for many years. I told him, like, do you accept Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to forgive you? He says, yes, but if this between me and Allah, this is between me and him. He says, yes, but how do you expect Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to forgive you when you don't forgive His creation? So we need, before entering the month of Ramadan, before getting to this holy month, to purify our hearts, to purify our intention, to be truthful that, yes, I want to benefit the most from this month. If every hour of this month is holy, is when it's my breath will be counted as tasbih, when my sleep will be counted as worship, don't I want to do more? And as you know, we know when you want to travel, when you want to plan for something, when you want to plan to invite someone, you prepare yourself, you prepare the place. This is preparing for the holiest of month, which we don't know that next year will we be alive or not to fast this holy month. We don't know. And of course, we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to give us the opportunity to truly worship Him. And we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala before anyone else, let's be selfless for once. Let's be selfless for once. I want to put the whole month of Ramadan to do dua for, not me, for someone else. For someone else. For mu'min and mu'minat. For the people who has hajat. Not for me. I don't want anything for me. Right? To have that kind of intention. I want to truly pay to the people who are in need. وَمَنْ يُوقَ شَحَّ نَفْسِهِ. One of the things that takes out the nifaq, hypocrisy from your heart, is paying charity. Something that you love, right? When you pay it, say, okay, something changed in you. That is, it's kind of like a law of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. put in everyone. So with this, of course, before anything else, we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala before the month of Ramadan and during the month of Ramadan, inshallah, to hasten their appearance of our Master Sahib al-Asr wa Zaman Ajallah ta'ala Farajahu Sharif, and to grant all the mu'mineen and mu'minat their lawful needs and wishes, and especially I emphasize, something that we take for granted, that some people, when they lose it, they feel what they have lost, and it is the health that we have, alhamdulillah rabbil alameen. And we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to grant the health of all mu'mineen and mu'minat back, inshallah, before the month of Ramadan, so they can pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and fast for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala during this whole month. إنه ولي التوفيق وصلى الله على سيدنا محمد وعلى الطيبين الطاهرين.